Oh, hello! This is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Recently, I ran into my nephew Ed and his wife Haley, and they told me that they have been doing a lot of stir frying in their wok. And they told me that they really enjoy tofu. So I asked them, have they ever tried soy tofu puff? They said they have not heard of it. So in this video, I'm going to introduce a tofu product known as soy tofu puff. I have known about soy tofu puff for a long time, but I was not able to cook it correctly, and I did not like it that much until I figured out how to cook it right. And my friend Mary is an excellent cook. She showed me the secret of how to make soy puff taste delicious, and I want to share this with you today. A soy puff is made from tofu that has been deep fried at high temperature. You can find them in most Asian supermarkets. They come in a package, and the brand that I like most is called Nature's Soil. They come in two different sizes, the regular size and one they call it mini soy puffs. For stir fry, I prefer the regular size. And when you cut open the soy tofu puff, you will find that the inside has a texture looks like a sponge. And Mary said the best way to cook soy tofu puff is to cut them in half and cook them in fluid so you can saturate the sponge. So that when you bite into it, you feel like you are biting into a packet of soup. And the skin is velvety soft. It gives a most exquisite culinary experience. So okay, let's go into the kitchen and I walk you through the steps in making this delicious soy puff. The soy tofu puff is going to go into a vegetable dish that I just finished cooking, so I don't need to wash the wok. I'm going to season the tofu puff with fermented black soybean. Fermented black soybean is an excellent seasoning condiment. If you are not familiar with this, you can take a look at this video. I'm going to briefly stir fry the fermented soybean and the soy tofu puff together just for a few seconds. And next, I'm going to add water to create the soup that will saturate the soy tofu puff's internal matrix. This is a trick that Mary taught me how to make the soy tofu puff taste great. You can imagine the soy tofu puff is like a sponge. When it soaks up all the fluid, it makes the internal structure soft and flavorful. And for the sauce of the soy tofu puff, I'm going to season it with 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce and then followed by 1 tablespoon of hoisin sauce. This is a version of a light teriyaki sauce. And of course, you can season it in many different ways. One common way that actually Mary does all the time is that she will season it with a hot chili oil sauce. Also, sesame oil is another good alternative to use. As you can see here, the soy puff have absorbed the fluid. And with a quick taste test, I decided I wanted to be a little bit more salty. I add about 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce, which will also give a darker coloration. So basically what you are doing is that you are flavoring the soup that will contain within the soy tofu puff. I cook this for about 60 to 90 seconds until the skin of the soy tofu puff is totally soft. I then thicken the sauce with a cornstarch suspension that contains 1 part of cornstarch to 3 parts of water. And this will give the sauce a gravy-like texture and cling to the tofu puff better. Lastly, I garnish the dish with some scallions. And now it is done. The total cook time is a little bit over 3 minutes. I usually cook this soy tofu puff separately and then I will combine them with other dishes that I have cooked. And by cooking them separately, it gives me better control of the texture that I'm looking for in the soy tofu puff. I have cooked a vegetable medley dish before I cook this soy tofu puff. Now I'm going to add the soy tofu puff on top of it. And if you enjoy tofu, you will like this dish. The soy tofu puff is an excellent meat substitute and is a great source of protein. And there are several things great about the soy tofu puff. First of all is that unlike tofu, soy tofu puff could be frozen. And therefore, I can stock up in the freezer and use them anytime I want. When I open up a package of soy tofu puff, I usually use them over 2 meals. However, soy tofu puff contain no preservative, so you have to use them fairly quickly, usually within 2 to 3 days. If you enjoy tofu, you definitely need to give soy tofu puff a try. Even if you don't like tofu, you still should give it a try because the soy tofu puff has a very different texture and flavor from tofu. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is to promote home cooking through my fast cooking system. And the word fast is the acronym for flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking, which is a cooking system that is practical, efficient, creative, and economical that will allow you to cook every day. Home cooking is essential in today's world of fast and processed food to maintain every aspect of your wellness. So keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.